Well, they just discovered the bigger pool of water. Yep. They seem to be enjoying it. Yeah, the rest of the water here dried up. Filled the little pan here. But they found the deeper pool. Yep, they're enjoying it. I was wondering how long it would take for them to find it. Now I'm going to be mean. I'm going to go chase these girls out of that corner. Come on, girls. There we go. Yeah, I just filled the feeder. Silly bird. Feeding from the top. I lowered it so that the baby ducks can reach it. And once I get these ducks out of here, then I'll raise it back up again. Yeah. They're happy. A little muggy today, but not bad. For August, this is good weather. It's incredibly good weather for August. Just made some ducks happy. Changed out the water. Yeah, gave them some cracked corn. So they're happy. The roosters peck at it for a little bit, but then they kind of lose interest and they go away. They don't like it in a big bunch like that. The ducks, they just shovel it down and then come and get some water. Anyways, what I'm doing, I managed to finally get this this bong off of here. That was not real easy. I don't know if it was cross-threaded or what, but I got that off. And I'm filling this with some water. And it looks kind of really gross down in there. Let me see. I don't know how well you can see down in there. But it looks pretty gross. I'm not smelling anything chemical. So I'm wondering if this is one of those ones that they use for a food dye. It just kind of looks dirty and moldy. So I'm going to fill it up, and I got some bleach. And I'm going to pour some bleach in there and just let it set for several days. And see what that does. Okay. Just kind of sterilize it a little bit. And if that works, if that kind of cleans things up in there, then... oh, thanks! I needed the shower! Thank you very much! Everybody ought to have a shower by duck. Got the view screen of the camera wet. Anyways, so 55-gallon drum. Seems like it's still watertight. Figure I gotta see what kind of plumbing I can get. I know it'd be better to have this as the fill end, or this for filling. I'll take the bongs with me, so when I can get to a hardware store, I can see what sizes I've got and see what I can develop in the way of a plumbing system. I figure that a 55-gallon drum ought to be able to water my chickens, you know, throughout the whole week. So that's what my plan is anyway. Just got to get the plumbing. One thing about doing it is having it run the barrel on its side with fill bong on the top and the other bong on the bottom. Okay, but it'll be on its side, and I'll have the plumbing running underneath the barrel so that the chickens cannot get up and stand on the plumbing, because I don't need the extra weight, and some of my birds are pretty big. So that's the plan, and you know, we'll have to see where that goes. So I think I want to put it, I know more once I get the barrel over there, but I'm thinking I want to put it on the rabbit side of that tree, so it's well out of the sun. I think that might be the best place. Might even run, you know, I could probably think about running it underneath the rabbit hutch, but no, that's not very sanitary. They poop and whatnot, so I'll figure it out. I'll get it all figured out. But anyways, I let this fill up. I got my tape measure and my lineman pliers out, so I got to go cut some fence. So, and let the ducks have fun playing in their water. Yeah, there's our Mr. Gimp right there having a drink at the shallow pool. Yeah. Too bad I don't have a tripod. I'll have to see if I can't find one. Because it would have been so cool to leave this camera set up where it wouldn't get wet. Because these young ducks were going nuts here just a few minutes ago, and of course I didn't have the camera right here. But they were just flapping their wings and just having a good old time. Well, just got back with the old man's sweetheart, so now I gotta go. Did I tell you how rough it is being short? I need to put someone up on that fence staple up there. And I'm like 2 inches too short. So what do? You put a 4-inch block on the ground. That'll do it. Got my someone up there. Yep. I've introduced you to my someones. This is another someone. Baling twine. Because I'm just too short and I've only got one pair of hands and they ain't as long as what I need. So that's going to help me get the fence up. Okay, after cutting that piece, I realized, wait a minute, I don't need a tall piece, I need a short piece. I only need a 3 feet tall piece. So this is a shorter piece of fence. I'm still going to have to cut it. But the thing is, it's folded. So this is how we get the creases out. Put a board down, put your foot on one side, okay? And this, surprisingly, works as well as can be expected. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than if you don't have the board. Alright. Well, it's moderately flat. If I can manage not to trip. So I got a few more creases to get out of this fence. And then I have to cut it after measuring it. And then I got to use my someone to pull it up, and hopefully it's going to be long enough. I think it will be. Alright, here we go. Okay, well, I've got it pretty much flattened out. And I am going to have ample. I need just a little over 8 feet. So, better have too much than not enough. So I'm cutting it about 2.5 inches beyond 8 feet. That should give me plenty. Alright. It says here in fine print anyway. So then I got to measure from this end down 3 feet and cut the bottom off. Yeah. So, because I only need 3 feet high. So hopefully I got the better end of the fence. It'd be nice if I could get this up before I have to leave. Okay. Got it all cut to length and height. So now I'm going to hook it up to someone. I got to pick up my tape measure. I could leave that down, especially since we're threatening storms and the skies are starting to get a little dark. Like I said, hopefully I can get this done before I have to leave. But okay, got a bunch of supervisors. Yeah, they seem to like coming and checking things out. All right. I'll see you back when I get this fence up. Now, I got that end nailed up, trying to tighten up this end, but taking a break, went and got the rabbits some food, And look what I found. Yeah, I've got to get this thing done so I can get these chickens penned up so they're not hiding their eggs on me. This is not what they're supposed to be doing. Alrighty, we'll put these eggs away and see if I can't get this other end tightened up and nailed up before I have to leave. Alrighty, we just made an emu very unhappy. Yeah, but you know what? He's not doing his job. He's not keeping the chickens on this side of the fence, so therefore, got to put up a real fence. Yep, got this last panel up. This post is a little bit shorter than the others, so I wasn't really sure what I was going to do about it. I toyed with a couple of different things. Running a board on the inside of this post to make it a little bit taller, or going across the top. Putting a board on the top, that may still happen. I'm not sure yet. If I start having a problem with chickens getting out and I've got all the other possibilities taken care of, and this one is the only one left, then I may have to do that. But right now I think I'm just going to leave it as long as the fence holds up. Now I'm probably going to have to come back here and tighten this up like I did all the others, you know, like putting the kinks in, but that doesn't have to be done today. At least this is up. If I have enough pressure treated boards, I may string run along the bottom of this, but it's not really all that important, not at this point. So yeah, it's coming together. It's getting there. Now I just need to get the 2x4s for the roof and building the door. And I think I'm going to have to buy some something to sheet this with. T111, I think that's called, is what it's called. I think I'm going to have to do that. Our friend was here and I forgot to get her Sawzall to try and get this window in, but guess I have to get it next time. She kind of like got here late too, so. Alrighty, well, at least I got something accomplished today. So I think maybe it's time for me to head out. As we had a little bit of a shower and I put all the power tools away, but I really wanted to get this tacked up, so I stuck around and did that, and it stopped raining, but I don't know if that's short-lived or what. So alrighty, see what my girls are doing over there. Up where they don't belong, but what are you gonna do? Girls would be girls. Alrighty, let's take a look at let's end on some cuteness. Oops, sorry about that. There's your babies. There's the babies. I didn't mean to disturb you, Mama. Yeah, I know. Being camera shy. Yeah. Won't be long. They'll be big enough to come out. Yep. Then you'll stop eating my feed. Alright. That's it, folks. That's it for today. Till next time.